Hello and welcome to An Evening in Jackson. I'm your host, Kristi Turnbow. An Evening in Jackson is your newest source for events and entertainment. It's a showcase to highlight and to enlighten you on your city and the people, places, and things that make it what it is. We're filming live tonight at Lifeline Blood Services, 183 Sterling Farms Drive in North Jackson. And An Evening in Jackson is being brought to you by E+ Broadband. I have two very special guests tonight, two amazing business ladies right here in town. My first guest is Miss Gail Gustafson, and she is the director of the Dream Center. And then I have Cherie Parker, who is the director of Public Relations and Giving at Lifeline Blood Services. We'll get a behind-the-scenes look of both of these amazing businesses and organizations, and plus why they love Jackson and why they call it home. Make sure you come right back to An Evening in Jackson.
I was driving home. It was about 9 o'clock at night. A gentleman crossed the center line and hit me head on. It took him like 6 hours to get me out of the car. That's how bad it was. I could feel the blood coming out. I could feel it running down my legs. I remember waking up in the ICU and actually seeing the blood hooked up. Lifeline is so important. Without somebody donating that blood, I wouldn't be here. I look at life a lot differently. It just makes me appreciate every day.
At First Bank, this is what we want for our customers and our community.
We put family first.
We want our community to be first.
We put our schools first.
We put our business community first. We put our online banking first.
We put our customers first.
We're a bank that puts you first.
We want you to know what we stand for at First Bank.
We put you first at First Bank. Visit one of our locations today.
First Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
When it comes to buying your next car, you don't have time to spend all day on the car lot. We make life easy and convenient for our customers. You can not only find the car you want, you can have your trade value assessed and complete your credit approval, all from your home or office. And we'll even deliver your new purchase to your home at no extra cost. Dependable cars and convenience at Sarah of Jackson and Sarah of Bartlett. The experience drives everything.
Welcome back to An Evening in Jackson. I'm your host, Kristi Turnbow. Once again, we're filming live tonight at Lifeline Blood Services, 183 Sterling Farms Drive in North Jackson. And I'm getting ready to interview my first special guest tonight, Miss Gail Gustafson of the Dream Center. She's the director of the Dream Center. Hi, Miss Gail.
Hi, Kristi. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for being on the show tonight.
Thank you for asking me. I appreciate it.
Well, you know the Dream Center is very near and dear to my heart.
Yes.
But I want us to pretend like I don't know anything, so our audience can find out if they've never heard of the Dream Center and what all amazing things happen at the Dream Center. Can you just sort of give us a quick overview? But let's start. How long have you been at the Dream Center?
I've actually been the director of the Dream Center for, this is going to my 11th year, but I was on the board 3 years before that. So since about 2005.
Goodness gracious.
Yes.
And haven't we come a long way?
We have come a very long way over the years, and it's great changes. You know, you learn as you go, you learn what people need and how to really get in there and help people. Right. And that's what it's all about, trying to help people become self-sufficient.
Right. And I feel like that's one of the most important things that we can do is show them and help build them up with their self-confidence.
That's right.
And know that they can tackle anything that's
Absolutely.
put in their way. The Dream Center is a women and children's homeless shelter?
Yes, we are. We're a transitional housing facility. We're faith-based.
That's the professional name.
That's
yes.
right. We're 24-hour. We house them, clothe them, feed them, help them to find jobs. We have classes in finance and budgeting, computer classes, cooking nutritionally on a budget, parenting classes, and of course Bible classes, because we believe that Jesus is the answer.
Right. And the Dream Center is all Christian-based.
We are.
And so that's a very huge part.
That's right. That's right.
God's hands on all of that.
Because God gives us hope.
Right.
There's hope in Jesus Christ. So most of the ladies that come in there for the interview, they're hopeless. I mean, they're at their last point in life.
Yes.
You know, and so restoring that hope and renewing their dreams and just rebuilding their lives step by step. And it's just great. It's incredible to watch somebody's journey as they transition.
And some of the ladies, of course, that have come through the Dream Center, I think the one thing that I'd love for everyone that's watching tonight to know is that so many of those ladies continue to give back to the Dream Center. Once they leave the program, they come back and they want to help the next group that's coming through, or finding another lady to really help guide them.
Absolutely.
Because it all happened through the grace of God. So
one of the young ladies that's already, she's been out probably 4 years, she was over there today. And she was just bringing in donations and just talking with the ladies and just ministering and telling them her testimony and where she came from. And so that just helps them to see, hey, you can do this, you can do this. Now she's married and has her own home, and that's what it's all about.
And because she is truly sharing not just her testimony, but how on the opposite side, when they've come in and they've been completely hopeless, and then she's went through, and then she's showing them, look at what
Absolutely.
I've been able to accomplish with the Dream Center and with God's help.
That's right.
But not just them coming back and volunteering, but also donating their money and their time to come back and help continue what the Dream Center has to offer for everyone.
Well, at all of our events that we have so many past residents that come, and wait tables are just a part of those events. And we couldn't do it without them. It's great. We've had 4 ladies buy houses this year that were in the Dream Center. They own their own home. They're paying taxes here in Jackson. I mean, that's life-changing.
Right, and it truly is. I think being a board member and being a part of the organization for several years now, but being able to see that one step leads to the next step, and then the next step, and how passionate and excited they get because they know that they're on the right path, and they're filled back with that hope, and they know that they're on the right journey.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's nothing like it. When they invite you to come look at their new home, I mean, for me, that's just the
icing on the cake.
You better take some tissue, because I mean that's a big deal. That's
a big deal for anyone, but especially for these ladies and what they've been through. You mentioned events, and we do have several events throughout the year.
We do. We do.
And if you can mention some of those, because I know we just had the boat regatta.
We did. That's always at the Lift Center. That's a really fun event, because you build a boat out of cardboard and duct tape, and then you got to get the courage to get in it and float across the pool
and try and paddle across.
So that's always a fun event, and the kids love it because we have the mattress races and everything. And then, of course, in September we have our golf tournament at the Jackson Country Club, and then that's a Maury dinner, which is the spaghetti dinner with the art auction,
which is an amazing event as well. And then we have the Bunny Run and 5K.
That's right.
In the spring.
The Easter Bunny is always there.
Right.
And so that's a great event. But January, the 3rd Saturday in January is always our biggest event, and that's the Night in the Caribbean. And this is our 10th annual Night in the Caribbean.
And
can you believe that?
I cannot, because it seems like we just started that event, a year or two ago, and it has grown so much every year.
Yes.
I can remember several years ago, when our first year we didn't have that many tables, and now it's like we keep having to expand and expand and expand. And this year on January the 18th,
at the Civic Center.
At the Civic Center again. And who's the entertainment this year?
Well, we have a great tribute band. They're called the Brooklyn Charmers, and they're a Steely Dan tribute band.
Okay.
And they are amazing. They are absolutely amazing. There'll be a lot of dancing going on, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to it. And we've got something special this year. Every year we have ladies that are giving their testimonies, but this year we have a lot of the kids that have come through the Dream Center, whether they were 5 or 6 or 8, and now they're in high school and graduated already, and they're going to be giving some of their testimonies.
Well, that's amazing.
And some of them are, they're married and have kids already, and so
they're still giving back because they know that their life was transformed by the Dream Center, and they want that to happen to someone else too.
Mom's life was changed, and therefore it changed their life, and so it's just, it's about changing generations.
And it truly does.
Yes.
I mean, because it's so much of cycle, and if you can stop that cycle.
That's right.
Not in every case, but in a lot of the cases.
That's right.
So we talked about the events that the Dream Center puts on throughout the year. What are some of the needs? If someone's watching today, not just at Christmas time. Yes, it's at Christmas time, and
Yes.
there's always please bring your donations of anything.
Right.
But what do you guys need throughout the year that somebody could, on a continual basis bring to you guys, or?
Well, right now, we're in a capital campaign.
Yes.
And so, of course, we'd like to go in there and get this building built and be debt-free. We don't want to go in there with any debt.
Right.
And we're halfway there, and so we need the help of the community to get us all the way there. We have our property over there on Orwell and Old Humboldt next to Northside Assembly Church. And so, that's going to be a great place. We'll be able to house about 125 women and children.
And talk about life-changing, because
yes.
now we're not able to do that because we don't have a true
Yes,
facility anymore.
That's right.
Yeah.
We have the 4 houses, and so we're very limited on how many we can help at a time. But, one of the big things that we always need, are boys' clothes.
Okay.
Boys' shoes, boys' clothes. For some reason, we get a lot of boys. And we don't get a lot of boy donations because boys wear their shoes out. They wear their clothes
Right.
out.
From babies to toddlers. To,
Right. We have 10 months to 16 years old right now. So anywhere in between, and so that's always needed.
Yes.
Always needed.
And, that's something that's very important for the, our audience to know, so they can help
Right.
get that message and that word out. But I know that y'all take a donation of any kind, whether it's monetary.
Absolutely. Food, food items. We feed a lot of people.
Right.
Probably.
And that need is not just during the holidays.
That's
Once
right.
Again,
That's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year that we're feeding people.
Yeah.
So I think Stephanie figured out it was like 23,000 meals that we served last year.
Oh my goodness.
So, I mean, that's a lot of meals for a small facility that we are.
Yes, very much so.
But, we can always use food. We can always use hygiene products,
Yeah, things that people don't even think about,
That's
the
right.
soap and the shampoo and
That's
things
right.
like that.
And cleaning products,
Right.
trash bags and toilet paper.
Yeah. And how quickly, though, you can go through those. Gail, I cannot say thank you enough for being on the show tonight, and thank you. And I hope our audience, heard the message, and, we'll continue to reach out and help the Dream Center because we have grown so much.
That's right.
But we still have a lot of growth to do.
We do.
They're looking for something to donate to. They need to donate to the Dream Center.
That's right. And they can call me 613-0741.
Okay. Thank you so much,
Thank
Gail.
you,
I appreciate
Kristi.
it.
Merry
And we'll
Christmas.
be right back to an evening in Jackson.
When it comes to buying your next car, you don't have time to spend all day on the car lot. We make life easy and convenient for our customers. You can not only find the car you want, you can have your trade value assessed and complete your credit approval all from your home or office. And we'll even deliver your new purchase to your home at no extra cost. Dependable cars and convenience at Sarah of Jackson and Sarah of Bartlett. The experience drives everything.
It felt like my heart would explode. Finally, I just blacked out. To say the least, it was terrifying. I had 3 open heart surgeries, which actually saved my life. And during that time, I had lost a lot of blood. Without that blood that was given to me, I would not have survived the surgery. It is the only reason that I'm here today. Life is great.
Lifeline, our community's blood bank.
It was because of your blood that you've donated that actually saved my life.
At First Bank, this is what we want for our customers and our community.
We put family first.
We want our community to be first.
We put our schools first.
We put our business community first. We put our online banking first.
We put our customers first.
We're a bank that puts you first.
We want you to know what we stand for at First Bank.
We put you first at First Bank. Visit one of our locations today.
First Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
And welcome back to an evening in Jackson. I'm your host, Kristi Turnbow. We're filming live tonight at Lifeline Blood Services, 183 Sterling Farms Drive in North Jackson, and we're being brought to you by E+ Broadband. I have my next special guest for this evening, one of the most amazing, wonderful, fabulous women I know, Cherie Parker. She is the, what is your true official title?
Public Relations and Giving Coordinator for Lifeline.
Okay. Public Relations and Giving. I knew I wouldn't get all of that correct.
That's okay.
And so our audience knows we've been friends for a long time.
We have, yeah.
And business people,
That's
partners.
how we met, yeah.
Yes, how we met.
Yes.
But thank you for allowing us to be here tonight and filming the show.
Well, we're excited to have y'all out here. It's been fun. It's been kind of intimidating seeing all the cameras and everything, and how I just think it's a cool education for all of us to see how the show's put together, and it's for a good, really good purpose to show everybody what's going on in Jackson, and we're glad to be highlighted tonight.
Well, thank you. Yes, because the main thing that the whole show is based upon, or what we're trying to get across, is what is truly in your own backyard.
Right, yeah.
What makes Jackson what it is, and the people, places, and things.
Yes.
So, we're going to talk about Lifeline. It's been here since 1947.
That's right. We've been here a long time in Jackson as a local nonprofit community blood center.
Right.
And so, you know, it's been since 2011 we have been at this facility, and it doesn't seem like we've been out here out north that long. But
it doesn't.
We've
I mean,
been, yeah. So we're just getting people slowly but surely adjusted to coming out this way. And as you know, a lot of Jackson's moving out this way, the Thompson Farms area and stuff. So we're happy to be here, and we're just looking forward to serving the community in even more ways.
Right. I know when you guys started in 1947, you started with 4 hospitals.
That's right.
And
yes.
now you have 19 hospitals that you help serve in
We
19 counties in all of West Tennessee. And I know that people were very familiar with you and saying, please come, save a life, and give blood. But can you sort of go through the process? Because now it's easier than it's ever been before, because you can register to donate online.
You can.
There's so many little things that people may not know.
That's right. You know, first of all, Kristi, it's just amazing that although blood centers have been around since 1947, all of them started pretty much at that
same time.
the science and everything. But there's still not an adequate substitute that can replace a donated unit of blood for a patient in need. And so, in fact, doctors will still prescribe blood donations that come from volunteers. That's why all over the country, people just like me are talking to people just like you saying, we need blood, we need blood. And it's really an easy thing. So a lot has changed on one hand, but then a lot has not changed. The bottom line that's not changed is that it's still so easy to save a life, and it's simpler than it has ever been before. It only takes you about from start to finish, 30 minutes to donate blood.
And who doesn't have 30 minutes?
30 to 45 if you want to stretch it. If you have to maybe wait in the area, like right here where we are, it's our donor waiting area.
Right.
Actually, you just come in, and if you fill out your questions online, you can print it off, a little computer, little code, you bring it in, you go through your questionnaire here, and you'll get your little mini physical, your temperature, your blood pressure, your iron, things like that. And if those are within the normal limits for a blood donor, then you'll go ahead and actually sit in the chairs that are behind this wall behind us, and you give the actual, in that chair, giving that life-saving blood from your arm. That's only 5 to 10 minutes. Then you come back out here and have for refreshments, and you're ready to go. You can give every 8 weeks.
And have a great snack, but truly save a life.
Yeah.
And it is the holiday season, and the need is
For
always
sure.
so much bigger, I think, sometimes during the holidays, because everybody's so busy.
Yes,
and they're like,
regular
I just don't
donors.
have time.
Right.
But if they really would commit,
yes.
you know.
Just come see us first, and then you can finish your shopping or finish your the cooking or whatever, because patients in hospitals have got to have blood even during the holidays.
Right.
And right now, we were really critically low on O negative and O positive blood. We've had some emergency trauma situations, and the supply was depleted. And so we're just pushing and pleading and begging people, because we know if the community in West Tennessee knows, they will respond. And so we're counting on them, and we'll see them. And we're open Monday through Saturday here, 9 to 6, and then our blood mobiles are out and about.
All the time.
Yeah, we
and
got
they're
3.
all over West Tennessee. That you really got. You guys make it so convenient for people.
We really try to.
Yes, to help. You know, really make it so easy for them to stop, either in their local, by the courthouse, in their local town,
or their church,
or their school. I mean, what's so amazing is that you guys are trying to make it as easy as possible.
Yes.
And what better feeling is than it would be to know that you helped save someone's life.
There's really not anything better. In fact, Kristi, you know this, but everybody else might not. I had given blood a long time, and then I had surgery, and I had cancer and treatment, and I didn't think I'd ever be able to donate blood again. But recently, people who have had cancer, and if they have been cancer-free for 5 years, there's a chance, depending on what kind of cancer it was, that they could be reinstated as a donor. So if you're interested in that and you want to learn about that, you think, oh, well, maybe I could do that, check our website. There is a form. It's called a cancer reinstatement form, and you give that to your doctor, and he fills it out, and then our medical director approves it, and then there's a chance you can get reinstated. So I gave blood again for the first time in 10 years. A couple of weeks ago, and so I'm so excited that it's so easy to save a life. I mean, it's just
because
it's
you personally had to have blood
yes,
when
I
you
had
were
to
in the
have
hospital.
blood. Yes, I did.
I remember that very well.
Yes,
yes, because we are good friends. But and that's why, yes, I was with you during that time.
And it was there,
but it was there
because someone gave it
a
few weeks beforehand. So.
But I think sometimes too, yes, everybody gets busy during the holidays, but we've also got to remember there's car accidents all the time.
Right.
We live right here in West Tennessee. There's surgery, there's hunting accidents, things, it could be anything.
You don't always know ahead of time, but that's the thing about the need for blood. It has to be there when the patient needs it.
Right.
And that's what we're talking about. People
and you've got to continuously have that supply for them.
Exactly.
Can you give us the hours one more time?
We're open here at 183 Sterling Farms Drive, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
6 days a week. There's no reason, no excuse you can give.
No. And then our 3 blood mobile units are out and about Monday through, sometimes we're on Saturdays, but usually Monday through Friday. If you want to schedule a blood drive or find out how you can just call us, 427-4431, or email us. We've got some information on our website as well.
And I know on the website they can go and you could host a blood drive. And I mean, you guys are going to work with anybody to help because once again, you want to make it as easy as possible for someone to give that blood and save that life.
Right.
I have a couple of other questions for you. You and James have been married and
almost 10 years.
Almost 10 years, and you have a lot of amazing hobbies.
We do. Yeah.
But I know one of your newest hobbies is that you're painting. Remember, I'm trying to get a sort of behind the scenes.
Okay, yes, I love to paint.
Lifeline
Yeah. I gave my nephew some art lessons several years ago, and I sat in on his art lesson. I gave him private art lessons with this teacher at Sacred Heart, Alicia Cole Gray now, and he liked it so much, and I thought, I want to learn how to paint. So she taught me how to do some techniques, and then I've just been playing around with it. And my good friend Tanya Johnson, who's also my boss here, Director of Donor Recruitment, she started painting too. And it's funny how when you just develop hobbies, it just gives you an outlet, and it's just so fun, you know. And so, because we're in Jackson, you can find anything. You can find somebody to teach you how to do pottery, painting, stained glass, anything. So just ask, you know.
I just think that it's so great that you found something that you're so passionate about.
At this age,
Oh, stop. No, not at all. We have talked about the needs always there, but I also want for you to tell everyone you're a native West Tennessean, but why you're still so passionate about what you do every day.
Yeah.
People see you all over the news. They hear you on the radio. Of course, you're on television again tonight. But
it's a blessing, and it is truly something that you don't ever want to take for granted. And obviously, to have a job in this day and time is something that we don't need to take for granted. And then to have been at a place as long as I've been able to be here, in January I'll celebrate combined tenure here 28 years.
28 years.
And, sometimes we do think, or I think, oh man, people are getting tired of hearing this. It's just over and over and over again. And then sometimes the message is the same. But then again, I did have the opportunity to know from firsthand experience being on the other end of the blood transfusion. And I did realize that, the message may be the same to us because it's blood and it's donors, but it's new. It's a new experience every time a patient in the hospital goes in. That's not old to them. And if you tell them they need a blood transfusion, the thing is we want to be sure it's there. So I think because of the people that I've gotten to meet whose lives have been saved, then it's new every time, so I'm very grateful, and it's something that still has to be done. So as long as people need it, we're going to be bugging people to give it.
Well, that's okay. I think that's just fine. Cherie, once again, not just because you're one of my best friends, but also because, Lifeline Blood Services saves lives.
Well,
And,
because of the donors, we are able to
and
help.
we need everyone to continue to do that. So
That's right.
thank you again, from
Thank
the
you.
bottom of my heart.
Thank you for your help and your encouragement along that line too. So
Well,
we appreciate it
Anything
very
that
much.
we can do. And we'll be right back to An Evening in Jackson.
When I heard the word leukemia, I was terrified.
Thanks. Right here in West Tennessee, people are fighting for their lives.
Even though you know they're taking chemotherapy and they got a long road ahead, if they can maintain their smile and their energy, it makes it a whole lot easier.
That's why platelets are so vital. Wendy's blessed. Her son survived.
There's only one place to get platelets, and that's from people like you. Please give.
When it comes to buying your next car, you don't have time to spend all day on the car lot. We make life easy and convenient for our customers. You can not only find the car you want, you can have your trade value assessed and complete your credit approval, all from your home or office. And we'll even deliver your new purchase to your home at no extra cost. Dependable cars and convenience at Sarah of Jackson and Sarah of Bartlett. The experience drives everything.
And welcome back once again to An Evening in Jackson, being brought to you by E+ Broadband. We're filming live tonight at Lifeline Blood Services, 183 Sterling Farms Drive in North Jackson. Thank you for joining us. And now comes one of my favorite parts of the show after our special guest. We get to talk about events and entertainment, plus food, fun, and fashion. So I have some fashion and trends for the holidays, some food trends for the holidays. So no matter what you're doing this holiday season, hopefully this will help you. Some fashion trends for this holiday season. Remember bright pops of color, just like the colored lights on the Christmas trees. The bright blue, the hot pink, the yellow, any color is in season right now for your holiday trend. Also feathers, sequins on everything, really guys, from bags to shoes. Feathers are a way to go to help you feel a little bit more festive this holiday season. And then also statement earrings and shoes and standout prints on your dresses. Ladies, it doesn't matter if it's an animal print or if it's just a bold floral. That is what you need to be wearing to your holiday parties. For some food options for your holiday parties, roaming food stations throughout your event space or at your home. On a cart, have a food wall. Something like that is a very fun and interactive idea for you to do this holiday season. Plus, grazing stations, which is a little bit of a twist on the roaming food station, but just a great way to have your food displayed and for your guests to enjoy at their leisure. They can just come by and graze a little bit while they're mixing and mingling. And then some comfort classics are also always on trend, and especially during the holidays. But change them up a little bit, make them a little bit more upscale, and do some extra special grilled cheeses or macaroni and cheese, and also spice up those flatbread pizzas. Sorry about that. Just thinking about all these amazing, delicious foods gets me excited. Also, another little holiday trend for the food that you can think about is doing an ice cream sandwich bar and use holiday cookies and then use seasonal ice cream flavors like peppermint. So just some fun food little tidbits for you and your holiday parties. And then talking about some events coming up here in your own backyard of Jackson. Make sure that you know that the Christmas story is going on at the Ned this weekend, the 19th to the 22nd. The 25th, we have the Jasmine Kane Acoustic Show at the Samuel T. Bryant Distillery. And on the 27th, we have Corey Smith live at Hub City. New Year's Eve, we have the Dream Builders Gala, and that's at the New Southern Hotel downtown. You cannot be bored in your backyard because Jackson always has something going on. This holiday season, please also think about your friends, your neighbors, or those less fortunate than you. Make sure you visit, spend time with them, and also come give blood at Lifeline Blood Services and help save a life this holiday season, or make a donation to the Dream Center. And I'd like to thank my guests once again, Miss Gail from the Dream Center and Cherie Parker here at Lifeline Blood Services. May each one of you have a very Merry Christmas and a happy holiday season. God bless, and we'll see you next time on An Evening in Jackson.